Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Stefan Brechtmann. I'm Director, Marketing, Hope and Entertainment Division at Microsoft in Germany. And it's a great honor and pleasure for me to be a host at one of the most important press conferences of the Home and Entertainment Division. We are here for the first time now in Leipzig, and the Games Convention has developed into the most important gaming convention in Europe, if not in the world as a whole. The Games Convention is proof of the fact that with courage and innovative ideas, you can continue to have success in Germany. We at Microsoft supported the Games Convention from the very beginning, and this year we are proud of presenting our stand, which has a floor space of 1,800 square meters, but we're also especially proud of our innovative booth concept. Xbox 360 is the world around me. Xbox 360 connects all of the elements of my life that are important to me. But it's not just the stand and the news that are at the forefront of this press conference. Last year, we announced the cooperation between Xbox and the World Soccer Federation, FIFA. This year, we will be announcing further events relating to the FIFA World Cup and the Xbox. Within the scope of this press conference, we will, for the first time, unveil details of the launch of Xbox 360. And I'm very proud of being able to welcome Chris Lewis today. Chris Lewis is Regional Vice President, Xbox EMEA, and he will give us further information. Interactive entertainment is one of the most dynamic growth markets in the entire entertainment business. In 2004, $18 billion of sales were generated in the field of interactive entertainment, and forecasts have sales at $27 billion by 2007. But especially in Germany, we see substantial potential for growth. While in the USA, 40% of all households have a game console, only 10% of households in Germany have a game console. This, of course, opens up a host of opportunities to industry and trade. The only question that remains is, what kind of products and services do our customers want? What kind of communication do people want to be addressed by? What does the market tell us? Martin Bachmeier, Director Marketing Home and Entertainment Division in Germany, will be able to give you some responses to that. Mr. Bachmeier made some substantial inroads with Xbox in Germany and has established the Xbox brand as one of the premier brands in Germany in its segment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome together with me, Martin Bachmeier. Thank you, Stefan. Now, before venturing a gaze into the future, I would like to enjoy the moment and seize the moment to talk about the present. And Xbox in this generation remains the most powerful game console on the market. We've been on the market for just about 3 years. Since 2002, we've opened up markets, we've established products, and we have gained 3 years of marketing experience and sold 1.3 million consoles. We're especially proud of this. Actually, 21.5 million consoles have been sold worldwide. Over 2 million Xbox Live games are available. We're also the official partner of the Soccer World Cup. Leipzig is also a partner city to us. And in the near future, we will be giving you further announcements pertaining to our partnerships. We have a lot ahead of us in this generation of Xbox. Xbox is now more lively than ever. We have the highest level quality of Xbox here at the stand. And having said that, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the public-private partnership that has been so successful. Now we have King Kong. We have a number of games from EA, InfoSpeed plus 1-bit, Activision with Star Wars, Konami, Revolution, Atari, Metrics, just to mention a few. It is overwhelming what kind of third-party portfolio we have for this generation of Xbox and what we can expect in terms of growth of this portfolio. Now, our Xbox Live friends have very often said, well, this is not really my thing right now. But now we have solved this problem. We have brought out a series of Xbox Live credit cards, making it very easy to subscribe. And we will give you further details on that later on. Xbox Live is doing very, very well. But what is even more exciting is what we have learned so far with this 20.5 million consumers. We have talked to them, and most importantly, we've listened to them. And we have not only listened to them, we have also listened to what the gamers tell us, what the non-gamers tell us, what the press is telling us, what the vendors are telling us, and what our partners are telling us. We basically opened our ears and listened. We did this very intensively over the last few years. We received a lot of criticism, we received a lot of praise, and we have realized that we have to build Xbox 360 around people. And performance is not the only end game. What is more important is software, development, interfaces, and flexibility. So flexibility and software will define the generations to come. Xbox 360 is the world around us. As Stefan Brechtmann already said, Xbox 360 places the human being on center stage. So you tell the machine what you want to do. And you can also adopt what the Xbox has to offer to your needs. You have the full control over Xbox 360. Now, what does this mean in concrete terms? Who do we want to address? Who are we offering things to, and what are we offering? Well, here at the Games Convention, obviously, the crux at hand is gaming. We want to provide the best possible game experience available. But we're going a step further. We want to redefine Xbox Live. We want to make new inroads here. We have also established further parameters that are interesting to gain new target groups. And this is what I would like to present to you. Xbox 360 has the claim of being the most highest performing game console of this decade. Let's move on to the gaming experience. What do we have for the gamer? What is new? What's better? What's been improved? What's changed? Of course, next generation graphics and sound are a matter of course, but we'll see more details on the quality today. Wireless, controller wireless, wireless networking. We have the best launch planner. We have more than 25 games right at the launch of Xbox 360. More than 160 games are in development. This is a phenomenal figure. We have full support from all of our partner developers. No one's missing from this list. And we will not have to destroy any value that we created in the past. We're just going to build on that value and create new value. Of course, we also have high definition. We have a slew of personalization possibilities that we will see today. Xbox Live is also going to be affected by this. The only question that remains to be answered is, what am I going to do with Xbox One and the games? Well, we said that we'd make Xbox 360 downward compatible so they can play old games on it. As I said before, gaming is important, and we have a huge, phenomenal story to tell here. We're talking about entertainment. We're talking about lifestyle here. What is important if I have Xbox 360 in the scope of entertainment? Well, quite simply, it has to be easy to use. It is the optimal platform for film, photographs, music, videos, gaming, and what have you. We're talking about networking. It's plug and play. It can do everything. I can connect MP3 players. I can connect cameras, regardless of what vendor they come from. And, of course, connectivity to Windows computers. Since Xbox 360 comes from Windows, we have that connectivity built right in. And we've also heard what is important to Xbox 360, and that is the worldwide availability of the product range. Design is also another element that is important for lifestyle, looking into the future. Xbox 360, in addition to gaming, in addition to entertainment, is being positioned as a lifestyle product. What is important here? We're talking about intuitive operability, easy starts for new users. And you'll see just how logic this is in the very near future. And we also have to have value-added features that go above and beyond gaming. We've built them in as well. We have also capability for video chatting. You can therefore communicate with other Windows users very comfortably right out of the Xbox. We also have special games for beginners. We also have parental controls. This is an issue that people are taking very seriously here at Microsoft. We want to make sure that we have very, very strict and clearly defined parental controls so that the user can define very specifically which games are going to be available for which of their children at home, for example. Xbox 360 is the first generation of consoles that supports this. Xbox Live is the online world. It addresses entertainment. It addresses lifestyle. You don't... the basic service of Xbox Live is for free. If you want to subscribe to anything on top of that, you have to subscribe and pay. We have new payment options. Xbox Live has been revamped from the ground up and has been brought up to the speed with the state of the art. You've heard a lot, and I'm sure that you've been to a lot of other press conferences, but what I'm talking about here today is all real. The trees here are real. The Xbox here is not a dummy, it's not a mock-up, it's also real. And we're not just making empty announcements, we have the Xbox right here for you to feel. And because we have international audience here, we will continue in English with this part of the presentation. But to show you how close we are to the real world, you'll see that we've already localized all of the menu points in German. And
Thank you. All right, as Martin said, I am the director of the Advanced Technology Group, and I'm going to get to show you our little baby here, Xbox 360. And I just want to show you something, so it's usually kind of something people want to know about. It's like, I'm going to show the whole demo using a wireless gamepad. In fact, I'll come down there and join you guys, and we'll go through this demo together. Let me show you how, if you were to go over to a friend's house, just to prove that this is all real, and you wanted to bind your controller to the Xbox 360, how that experience works is you click the little bind button here on the back, you'll see the two circles circling right there, and you'll notice on the console and on the ring of light around my Xbox guide button, they both are lit up in the upper left quadrant. It means I'm the first player. Now what you'll see here on the screen, here in just a second when we switch over, this is called the Xbox dashboard, and I'm going to come down here as promised, show this off to you guys. So again, using all the wireless gamepad, this is what you would see if you booted up the box without a disc in it, or if you were to play a game, you could shut down and come to the dashboard as well. Now, if you're an Xbox Live subscriber on Xbox 360, this is your home page. Now, let me just walk you through this, so those of you that may not be acquainted with Xbox 360, I can give you just some basis for what's in the Xbox dashboard. In the upper left, what you'll see is what's called My Gamer Card. So I'm Bear on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Bear. And what you'll see all throughout the experience is you'll see my gamer tag show up over and over and over again. Now, underneath Bear, there's a little picture there that you'll see it's the Xbox 360 branding. The Xbox 360 branding, that's what's called a gamer picture. Let me just show you. One of the reasons that we called the console Xbox 360, and the primary reason we called it Xbox 360, is because we want to put the gamers at the center of their gaming experience. Part of that is allowing them to customize their experience in lots of different ways. So in this particular case, just a simple example of that is the ability to go pick different pictures that are associated with my gamer tag that I can use both offline and online. So I'm going to pick something a little more bear-like, in this case a panda bear. So when I go online, this is what my friends and other people on the service will see. Now the other part of the gamer, and you can see it showing up here in the dashboard as well, the other part of the gamer card, when you're connected to the Xbox Live service, different members of the Xbox Live service can feed reputation. So how well I'm liked or how well I'm respected as a gamer on the service. There's also a thing that's called the gamer score, which is the second piece here. And the gamer score is fed by the games. Every game I play on Xbox 360 has this notion called achievements. And the achievements, as you unlock them, you get points. Each game gives out 1,000 points. So I can see in a glance basically how many games someone's played and how deeply they played them. And I can accumulate achievements and look at people's achievements both on the box and on the web. And then the last point here is what we call the gamer zone. And the gamer zone is self-selected. It basically says what kind of gamer I am. Whether I'm a hardcore gamer or whether I'm not really, I'm just kind of a casual gamer. Now also on the Xbox Live Blade is instant access to my message center. So it's an inbox for text, audio, video messages. It's also a place for me to connect to my friends instantly. And it's also a place for me to connect with the marketplace, which is downloads not only for games, but also for the system itself. There could be new gamer pictures, new themes for the console. Each one of these pages I'm going to show you can be themed. And I'll show that when we show off the picture functionality here in just a second. This is a little promotional area right here that might show off new downloads or things to check out in the marketplace. And then there's a message right here. It might talk about a really fun event on the Xbox Live service. So that's the Xbox Live Blade or page. Now, if I'm not an Xbox Live subscriber or member, this would be my home page, the games page. Again, you see my gamer card. That's available offline and online. You also see my achievements, save games, just like the original Xbox. Built into every console is the Xbox Live Arcade. So we have a full games on demand center right here built into the console, just like what you're used to with Xbox Live Arcade today. Fully interactive demos and trailers are all accessible directly from the console. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this blade. This is the music blade, or the media blade, excuse me, where we'll show some music, pictures, and video here in just a minute. Before I do that, I want to talk about one thing. So I have two little girls, one's 5 and one's 2. And one of the great things that we've added into Xbox 360 is the ability to create family-safe scenarios. What that means for me as a parent is I can decide what level of content I feel comfortable my kids watching or playing. And for Xbox Live, I can actually have them have an Xbox Live experience, but control who's on their friends list, if they can talk when they're on their friends list, whether they can share information with other people online, or whether their presence can actually be seen online. And all of that is set from right here. And then there's other configurations here for home networks, for managing memory and that sort of stuff. So let's get to the fun stuff. So, as I talked about earlier, one of the things we really thought about with Xbox 360 was how do we amplify the game experience and make it amazing? And I think we've done a fantastic job with that. And later we'll show you one of the upcoming titles that I think shows that really well. But we also thought a lot about how can we amplify the digital entertainment experience? How can we really make that something that's just unique and powerful? Well, let me talk about that a little bit. What you've got here is our music player, and music can come from all kinds of different places. It could come from a CD that you can rip to your hard drive, like you're used to with the original Xbox today. And we'll look up the title, track, artist information. It could also come from a disc that you rip that you put MP3s or WMAs on. And in this case, I actually happen to have one. So what it's done is it's gone out and looked on the disc and all the different folders that I have on the disc, enumerated all the content, and put it right there into a custom playlist for me immediately. So that's pretty cool. So I have some MP3s and I have some WMAs, and they're coming off of a CDR. Could be all kinds of different media. It could be a DVD-R, DVD plus R, DVD minus R. It could be any kind of media you can imagine. Puts me into the music player. I can choose different songs, just like what you would expect. If I want to use Xbox 360 in kind of a party mode, I can just sort of let it play. Now, when the music's playing, I can bring up these full-screen interactive visualizers designed exclusively for Xbox 360 by Jeff Minter, who many of you may know as the creator of Tempest. I can switch between the different visualizers using my shoulder buttons. And they're fully interactive. They feed off the music. They feed off the controller. If I gave some of you guys controllers, you could control it as well at the same time. With the Xbox 360 camera, you can actually move around and interact with the camera, and it'll feed into it as well. Now, one of the things I really haven't talked about yet is this notion of the Xbox Guide. Now, the Xbox Guide is this ever-present piece of user interface. You can always get to it, no matter what you're doing. So in this case, I'm just chilling to some music and my visualizer. And if I want, I can change the volume level here with the little mini music player. Or I can choose a different location where the music comes from. So I just happen to have a little device here. You might be familiar with this. Maybe. Just happen to have it. Let me show you what happens here. So I'm going to plug it into one of the two USB ports here on the front of the console. Now notice what just happened. My iPod just popped up there. And I can look at the playlist. I created one just for this show. Now, over the last couple of days, I've been introduced to some German music, so I thought, well, you know, hey, we're in Leipzig. Let's do it. So now we're streaming music off the iPod instead of the CD. You may be familiar with this particular song. So then I get rid of the guide. Could be in a game this too. That's pretty cool. Now I'm streaming music off my iPod. Could be off my PC. Now, not only do we support music, we also support photos. The photos could come from all kinds of different locations too. They could come from your digital camera. It could come from another digital device. Well, I just happen to have one of those too. Slightly bigger than my iPod. You think it'll work? It's my daughter, Autumn. She loves Xbox 360. FIFA, some pictures off of my PSP. Strangely, this is how you get Xbox 360 on your PSP. Little Gears of War. Dead or Alive. And I can interact with these pictures too. I can rotate them. All while we're listening to DJ Tom Egg. Jam out. Here's Oblivion, cave scene from Oblivion. These are all in-game shots. Amazing games coming from Xbox 360. More Oblivion, more Oblivion. This is an in-game screenshot from Project Gotham Racing Street from a New York track. A real in-game shot. My other daughter. Have to throw it in. And VOA full for you guys. So I want you to think about that for a second. Microsoft, Apple, Sony. It's kind of an interesting product. Of course, I could get access to videos that I download from the marketplace. I could get this stuff from my PC, as I mentioned. Or for the ultimate digital entertainment experience, I could connect to my Windows Media Center. So what I've done here and built into every Xbox 360 is an extender for the Media Center experience. So what is this that you're seeing right now? You're seeing the Xbox 360 talking to my Media Center. And I have full access to the user interface either through my wireless gamepad or through my remote control. And I have access to exactly what you'd have if you were on your Media Center. So this is awesome because now I can put all of my content in one area, and from anywhere in my house I can get access to it, either wired or wireless. So let me just show you kind of how the videos work. Just happen to have a video here of Oblivion. So we'll launch that up and show you some of the controls. So again, just streaming across the network from my Media Center to Xbox 360. And I can pause it, unpause it, I can back out, it plays in a little window down here, just like Media Center. Access to my pictures, to my music, to radio, all of the stuff that Media Center has. I also have access to high definition television. I just happen to have recorded a few shows here. And I was watching Star Wars a little bit earlier. Let's bring that up and see what that looks like. Now, the interesting thing, I want you to remember something I told you. Every single experience, you have this always present user interface. Everything you do on Xbox 360. So I could connect and I could have a chat with someone online. I could send and receive messages. Or, if I'm really lazy, I could turn off the console. And that is Xbox 360. Thank you.
Talk over here later on. Talk nochmal zurück später, um uns noch ein paar andere interessante Sachen zu zeigen. Das ist alles, was Xbox 360 noch lange nicht alles. Wir kratzen hier an der Spitze des Eisbergs.
Xbox 360 can do, but we've just seen the tip of the iceberg. It can do much more. Everything is real. There's no props here. Of course, We're at the Games Convention, and of course we therefore would like to talk about games. And we have the Corporate VP of Europe, Mr. Chris Liz. Hello and welcome.
Of my command of the German language. So you'll be very pleased to know that I will attempt no further efforts in that regard. But I am very, very pleased to be here. I feel very privileged to be on this fantastic booth here at the Leipzig Games Convention. And it is undoubtedly a very special booth. And it's a very special year for us and a very special Games Convention. We've got some exciting announcements coming up a little bit later. And I, for one, feel very privileged to be making them here in such an inspiring setting. Now, Xbox 360 is an open platform. It works with dozens and dozens of different consumer devices, as you've already seen. And we're working with many and varied industry partners to offer a vast array of device and service choices to consumers. And more importantly, those consumers can be very, very confident that it will all work together very seamlessly throughout their home and indeed on the go. At its heart, though, Xbox 360 is about games. It will unleash the greatest games lineup in the history of the video games industry. Those games will connect gamers to more riveting storylines, more believable characters, more open living worlds. And we and our partners bring these next-generation gaming experiences to you through Xbox 360. Now, partnerships are extremely important to us. They always have been. We've worked hard to build relationships with key players in the industry throughout Xbox, and we will continue to strive to make sure that Xbox remains a viable business for all of our partners. Xbox is an extremely attractive platform for publishers, and they've rewarded us with some fantastic gaming experiences from people like Ubisoft, Activision, Electronic Arts, THQ, and Atari, to name but a few. Now, titles like Splinter Cell, well, in many ways, Splinter Cell has defined the platform as we see it today and made gamers really rethink the way they looked at graphics and gameplay on their home console. Now, this continues with Xbox 360. We're cementing bonds with our long-term and existing partners, and, as you'd expect, we're forging new alliances all the time. You will not find a publisher on this planet that is not providing great games for Xbox 360 and Xbox Live. Now, Electronic Arts, well, they're making some fantastic games for Xbox 360. And for those of you that were at E3, well, you got to see some of those early glimpses. And I'm really pleased to be able to welcome up here on stage Dr. Jens Uwe Entat, who's the Vice President of the Central European region for Electronic Arts, to share some of that with you today. Welcome.
Vielen Dank für die Einladung.
For the invitation. It was a great honor to be invited as a representative of a partner to an event of such stature. And I would also like to thank Microsoft, especially in my capacity as a European employee of a very important software publisher. Our words of gratitude are supposed to express the fact that Microsoft quite obviously has recognized the significance of the European market, and that they are also following up their words with action. And you have seen the functionality of the Xbox unveiled here for the first time here. On top of that, some facts and figures will be announced globally here for the first time ever. Third, we would like to show some games that have never been seen before. And last but not least, it is great that we are not going to be lagging the American market with our market launch as we have in the past. In fact, we will be very close behind the US market launch. And of course, it is very great for us as partners to see this here in Europe. It is a great pleasure, but also an obligation for us as publishers to produce products and product ranges that are suited to the performance level of this kind of novel product. I will give you a small snapshot of what we have done so far in a couple of minutes. Our developers love three things about these Xboxes. First of all, the graphical performance, which allows for unprecedented levels of aesthetics. On top of that, we can also now introduce a never-before-seen level of emotions into the games. Second of all, content. Content is now becoming broader and deeper, and worlds are now becoming even larger and opening up more possibilities for programmers. And third, online is now being supported even more with this new generation of the Xbox, and we are convinced that online faces a phenomenal future, especially given the new inroads made with the Xbox. And now I would like to give you a little overview of our products that we have prepared for the Xbox 360, and I would like to wish Microsoft the best of success with their market launch of this wonderful new product.
Got a chance here to tie the game or maybe even win it. Goes to a zone defense.
Now those are just a few of the great titles coming to Xbox 360. We have a number of exclusive games on the horizon from the best developers worldwide that truly harness the power of Xbox 360 to deliver just amazing gaming experiences. Cross-platform games as well will look and play better on Xbox 360. And here's a look at one exclusive title from, well, certainly one we're particularly excited about, and it's from Bizarre Creations along with Microsoft Game Studios, and it's a particular favourite of mine indeed, and that's Project Gotham Racing 3. that not look amazing? Another very special title that will be here live at the Leipzig Game Convention over the coming few days is from one of our newest partners, and that's Square Enix. It's Final Fantasy XI. It's a fantastic game. It's on Xbox for the very first time ever, and I'm particularly pleased again to be able to welcome up here on stage Toshio Marucci, who's the European online producer from Square Enix. Welcome.
Hello and sorry. Hello and thank you Xbox for inviting us to be a part of your Leipzig Games Convention Plus Conference. Well, what is Final Fantasy XI? It's the first ever online Final Fantasy title, and there are currently over 500,000 registered users, as well as 1.5 million active characters. And now Final Fantasy XI is coming to Xbox 360. This means that it will be available to an even wider audience. All Xbox 360 players will be able to join in with all the other FF11 players in the world, regardless of their location and their platform. Also, people will be able to use their existing accounts from the Windows version on Xbox 360 too. We'll be here at the Xbox 360 booth over the next few days with a live demo of Final Fantasy XI. You can also see a cross-platform demonstration at the Square Enix stand in the Final Fantasy Arena. And I am very happy to announce that we will have a beta test for Xbox 360 version of Final Fantasy XI in Europe. We're almost ready for the beta test now and are currently working with Xbox people to finalize the schedule and the scale of beta test. And we are working hard to start it as soon as possible so more people can join. We will be adding more detail very soon, so please stay online. And now, thank you all for your attention, and we hope to see you soon in Bonneville, the world of Final Fantasy XI. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So thank you, Marucci-san, and please come by the booth. Have a look at Final Fantasy XI. It looks and it plays just amazingly well, thanks to the power of Xbox 360 and the Xbox Live service. And there's another European created title that we're really excited about from a company I think you all know and love, and that's Rare. This time it's Kameo, and I'm pleased to welcome Scott Henson and Simon Marks back here up on the stage from the Xbox team to show you why we're so excited. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So, as mentioned, Kameo has been built for Xbox 360. What you might not know is it was actually redesigned from the ground up to take advantage of the hardware power of Xbox 360. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw you right in the middle of the game.
Yep, let's get started.
Now, the game, if you're not familiar with it, you are the heroine, Kameo, and you take the form of 10 different warriors who have all kinds of different powers.
High among the clouds,
What the game introduces
Kameo was bestowed with a fabled transformation magic. But her sister's jealousy released a dark shadow from our pasts.
That's a bad guy.
Rekindling an ancient conflict between the trolls and the elves.
Lots of trolls.
With her family held prisoner, Kameo is their only hope.
So you're thrust into the middle of the action, and you pick the form of Chilla, who's an ice yeti, who uses these ice picks to climb this wall.
Listen well, Kameo.
So I'll let Simon talk a little about what he's doing right now.
Yeah, we're just going to climb on this wall, go a little bit faster.
Abilities will help you reach the top
the castle.
Using Chiller to get across.
Your
Go
chiller
down and we'll see what's waiting in store for us.
Now, while he's playing, I want you to notice a lot of different things. Because of the power of the console, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's dragons flying around, there's birds flying around, lots of lighting effects, material effects, soft shadows, reflections. Just watch what the Kameo team's done throughout these different levels that we show you to really create what I think is an incredibly believable world. And incredibly believable and approachable characters.
But let's get on with hidden things.
Yeah, I think that's what...
I want to take out these trolls. Okay, we're going to change from Chiller. We're going to move into one of the other elementals, which is Pummelweed. I'm going to use one of his special powers to come out from underneath and punch him up. Okay. Let's go. There we go. Yes. Get him over the wall.
Nice shot there.
Okay. And get
Just
him
to
over
prove
as
it's
well.
real.
This is all live, trust me. Now we're moving to another character. This is Major Ruin.
A rock armadillo.
Of course. And we're going to try and pretend we're a bowling ball and we're going to try and knock this guy over. I need to practice more. There we go.
Now what's cool is if Simon can pull this off, he can do a combo move between the different warriors.
Actually, I think
let's take a look at this
Let's
first.
take a look at it first. Let's have a look.
This is a great scene where you can see a lot of what I was talking about. Notice the lighting effects around the tunnel that he's going into. Look at the face of Major Ruin. Look at his eyes. You see the moisture in the eyes. You see the veins in the eyes. You'll actually see reflections as well. Very real, detailed characters. And then look at the materials of his back. Looks like a rock armadillo.
But let's go and take out some other guys. But this time, I'm going to use that combo move you were talking about. I'm going to go back to Chiller. He's got a special move of bringing down an ice storm. And once these guys are all frozen, I'm going to have a much easier time being able to knock them down. Let's go for that. They're still running away from me. There we go. All right.
One thing that's really interesting too is they'll change their tactics, their defensive tactics, based on which warrior you've chosen. So they'll do a dodge left to right, or they'll actually come at you if you're Chilla. And there's a great thing that he can do if they come at him.
Let's get this guy. Yeah, okay.
Throw him on his back.
Sweet.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, why not use them as a way of beating out the other trolls? Okay. I think I had enough violence for the moment.
Yeah, and look in the background. Look at all the stuff that's going on at the same time that he's playing right here.
All right.
Collecting elements.
Well, let's go for someone a little bit
Maybe
quieter.
something a little happier, a little fluffier, a little more magical,
We've had
a little
enough
less
violence.
chaotic.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a great level too. To talk about several things. One is, obviously what you guys are seeing is the high definition power of the box here up on the screen. Of course, Kameo can be played on, and all of Xbox 360 games can be played on a whole array of
Some
televisions.
information for you. Check for
And will
what
look fantastic
see.
on all of them.
Why are those so dirty?
It's really nice and pretty and quiet over here.
Thousands of particle effects,
This is too scary.
lots of animals scurrying around.
But it's been
Over
sealed from
100
inside.
NPCs in this level
Just as well
alone.
for me.
The interesting thing about that is, as the NPCs talk, it's lip sync to the language, including German.
So apparently I think we've got to go up the hill and go and open a gate. So let's go find that gate. There we go.
Cheer up, it might never happen.
That's true. Now I think we have to get through this gate to be able to get through the next part of the game.
Now, one of the goals with Kameo is to make it approachable to all kinds of gamers, whether you're a beginning gamer or an expert gamer.
So I'm just going to try and get through this gate, but I know it's not opening for me. I have to try something else. So if you remember that move I did with Pummelweed, where he comes out from the underground, let's try and see if it works here. So we can get under the gate and use one of his special powers to come under there. But there's actually somewhere at the top of the hill I want to come and show you. So let's go back under here.
Now, if he hadn't figured that out, there are characters that would tell him and help him through that as well.
Are you saying I couldn't figure it out for myself?
No, after about 100 times through the day.
Yeah, I know. It took a little bit of practice and some help. And I think probably one of your 5-year-old daughters will be able to figure it out.
Now, as he's going through here, notice the waterfalls and the reflections and refractions of the water.
Here he comes.
We're heading for the throne room at the top of the hill.
If you'd like some advice, talk with me
There
through
we
the
go.
Whatnot book.
Throne room is very, very royal, as you'll see.
Now this just looks cool.
Yep, nice drone. Let's go check it out.
Have a look through here.
Lots more NPCs to interact with. Wow.
Now that is just awesome. That just looks so good.
And then look back down here and you can see all the particles
That simply won't work.
floating in the air. It's very happy and magical.
So I'm getting bored. I want to go and hit things again.
All right, let's
Is that
go into
okay?
some stuff.
Cool.
Maybe lots of stuff. Now,
Yeah,
one of the things in the Advanced Technology Group we've been playing around with for quite a while now is how do you create games that have epic scale at the level of, say, Lord of the Rings or so? And we've been playing around with techniques that are actually showing off really well here around procedural geometry, which basically means artists don't have to do a lot of work to get a huge payoff for these big, huge epic scenes. Now, the scene that we're going to go to here, what you're going to see is literally thousands of characters interacting with each other, all with their own individual AI. Now, check out this scene. It's amazing.
And that's a lot of trolls.
There's only one cameo.
Yeah.
I think
I think I might need some help.
Yeah, or some inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, maybe some of that music you found.
Yeah, that's German music.
The
That's a
German
good
music.
idea.
Let's see if we can get that working. Let's go. You still got the iPod plugged in?
Yeah,
Great.
hopefully.
Okay. All right.
Hey, look at that. That's kind of cool.
Here we go. Now this is the right music that we need.
Maybe just a little bit more inspiration. All right, now we're ready for battle.
Sweet. This is what I call game.
Little battle assistance from our iPod.
And there we go.
Yeah, now we're grooving.
Even the elves are doing it.
Yeah, and they're inspired too.
Sweet.
And as we look back up the hill, you'll see literally thousands of them all fighting individual battles, all unique, all while listening to DJ Tom Beck. Great. And that's Cameo.
Thank you very much.
So Cameo is going to be on show throughout the week here on our booth. So come and check it out. I'm sure you'll agree, again, it just looks amazing. So we've shown you some of what Xbox 360 can do. We've shown you some of the very, very cool games, and the sheer entertainment value of Xbox 360 just can't be overstated. Now, one of the key features we mentioned at E3 was flexibility and scalability offered by Xbox 360. And gamers will truly be able to customize their world to unprecedented levels. And we've just made that a whole lot more significant, because today we're announcing that we're going to give gamers a choice between the Xbox 360 or the Xbox 360 core system. So for those who want to experience the ultimate in digital entertainment, the Xbox 360 provides the greatest value. It gives consumers the definitive gaming experience right out of the box. The signature metallic detailing on the console itself, a detachable 20 gig hard drive, a wireless controller, Xbox 360 headset, high definition and Ethernet cables in the box, and free for a limited period only from this Christmas, the Xbox 360 Media Remote Control. Now, Xbox 360 instantly connects to the Xbox Live's free silver level of service. So immediately you can chat with your friends, you can start to build and share your gamer profiles, you can send and receive text and voice messages, you can access all-important Xbox Live Marketplace, and you can even have a look at some casual games from the Xbox Live Arcade. And for those people who want to build up to that full Xbox experience at their own pace and in their own way, then we have the Xbox 360 core system. Now, it has all of the power of Xbox 360. It comes standard with everything consumers need to get going. A wired controller, the console itself, progressive scan DVD playback, CDs and MP3 music playback. And both the Xbox 360 and the Xbox 360 core systems are ready for customization. The Xbox 360 accessories let the gamers customize their systems to their personal choice and preferences in their own time. So in addition to the ever-growing selection of faceplates that are around, the lineup includes a whole wealth of accessories that maximize this next generation and the experience and enjoyment therein. The Xbox 360 hard drive comes standard with Xbox 360. It's also going to be sold as an accessory for the Xbox 360 core system, so gamers can expand the system at their own pace. And the Xbox 360 wireless controller, well, that gives you hassle-free, high-performance wireless gaming. It features the Xbox Guide button that you've already seen this afternoon, fast access to digital movies, music, and, of course, your all-important games libraries. Now, with the Xbox 360 wireless networking adapter, well, immediately you can start to chat with friends and play games via Xbox Live, stream videos and music from your Windows Media Center PC, and all of that without the clutter and hassle of wires all over the living room. Now, the Xbox 360 Media Remote, well, that's the integrated control center for the entire digital experience, as you've already heard. It lets you play your DVDs, movies, music, control the TV and the Media Center PCs from one single control unit. And as I've already said, for a limited time period, the Media Remote is free with the Xbox 360 system from this Christmas. So, how much is Xbox 360 going to cost? Well, we've always said that we would offer amazing value for money, and we will. Awe-inspiring graphics, audio and online gameplay, the intelligence to serve as this one-of-a-kind entertainment device, the like of which you've already seen today, where you can play your CDs, you can look at those DVD movies, MP3 playback, digital content from hundreds and hundreds of portable devices, and access to Xbox Live. And I'm very pleased to be able to confirm today that in plenty of time for this Christmas season, gamers in Europe will be able to get their hands on an Xbox 360 for as little as €299 for the Xbox 360 core system. In North America, the experience starts at $299, which translates for the UK market to £209 sterling. Now, Xbox 360, the ultimate gaming experience, represents the greatest value right out of the box at €399 or $399 in the North American market, which translates to an estimated retail price of £279.99 sterling in the UK. And that includes hundreds of euros of accessories free of charge. So there you have it. Thank you. Big. The next generation has truly begun, and I invite you all to come and visit us here over the next few days at this amazing Leipzig Games Convention. And I also want to thank you all for your attention and indeed your continued support for Xbox, and we really wish you a very successful Leipzig Games Convention. Thank you very much.